Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity show. This is the place where busy leaders come to get the tips, tools, and techniques that they need to create more success in their leadership journey with less sacrifice in their life. And today we are talking about a leadership tool for people who are already in leadership, but especially for those who aspire to leadership, our young professionals and emerging leaders. And this is about self-awareness for emerging leaders. Self-awareness is essential if you aspire to leadership because it helps you to recognize and understand who you are from an emotional level, understanding what your strengths and weaknesses are, what it is that you value so you can lead aligned with that, as well as what your limitations are. So it's critical to your emerging leader success. And this is important because it allows you as a leader, as an emerging leader, to make better decisions, to build better, stronger relationships along the way because you are showing up authentically, which means that you can inspire others as well. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the importance of self-awareness in leadership, define it in a leadership context, and then, as always, I love to provide you with some examples so that you can improve. So why is self-awareness important, especially for an emerging leader? It isn't just important, it's critical. And here is why. You get to understand you, and you get to understand your impact on others. When you are self-aware, you understand your strengths, your weaknesses, you acknowledge your blind spots because we all have them, and you make necessary adjustments to become a better leader overall. So in other words, you realize you don't know what you don't know, but you're willing to still look to find the answers. This enables you to recognize your own emotions, how they affect you, how they affect your decision-making, and how they affect your interaction with others. So leaders who are self-aware, they don't get hijacked by their emotions. They can respond to challenging situations in a way that's constructive instead of reactive. So what does self-awareness look like in leadership? So from a leadership context, self-awareness looks like a leader who is willing to be introspective, look inward. They tend to be more humble, more open-minded. Self-aware leaders are willing to ask for feedback. They are willing to listen to other people's perspectives and admit when they've made mistakes, because we all make them. They have a very deep understanding of what makes them tick. That means their values, their priorities, their goals, and not only do they understand, but they align their actions to move in that direction. They recognize their impact on their others, and they seek to build positive relationships based on trust, respect, and empathy. But where do you start on this journey, because it's not a one and done, to self-awareness? Well, I start with mindset. The conscious mind and the unconscious mind. So the conscious mind is consciously, you're thinking it, responsible for your awareness, your thinking, your reasoning, your decision-making. In contrast, the unconscious mind is where the true power resides. It influences your behavior and your decision-making, but without you realizing it. So leaders who understand the role of both minds can make intentional decisions to guide their departments and their teams. However, I feel it's especially crucial for emerging leaders to be aware of their unconscious mind, because this is where your biases, your beliefs, and your habits that may be limiting your potential, that's where they reside. So let's talk about how to develop more self-awareness as a leadership. Let's check out some tips, because I always like to share tips. So number one, take some time to elicit your core values. So to elicit your core values as an emerging leader, it's important to take some time for reflection. What is truly important to you? Asking yourself good questions about what motivates you, what brings you joy, what brings you fulfillment, what do you stand for? And then also considering the qualities and characteristics that you admire in others. If you see them in others, it's likely something that's inside of you as well. And you can use all of these pieces to embody in your own leadership style. You can reflect on past experiences where you felt the most fulfilled and aligned and engaged. And another helpful exercise is to make a list of values that resonate with you, but then narrow them down to the top, at least 3 or 5, and keep an eye on those. So by eliciting your core values, you can make more intentional decisions. You can build stronger relationships, and because you're showing up authentically, inspire others with purpose and direction. Next, start the process of understanding your emotions. To be an effective leader, it is critical to understand and manage your emotions. So reflecting on how you feel, why you feel, going underneath that, why you feel that way, and being able to identify triggers that evoke strong emotions. So by understanding and managing your emotions, leaders can make necessary adjustments and lead from a place of clarity, favorite word, and empathy. So mindfulness, journaling, seeking feedback, paying attention to physical sensations, those are an indicator of look here. They all aid in the process. Next, be willing to explore your strengths and your weaknesses. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses as a leader requires a combination of self-reflection, diving into you, feedback from others, being willing to go there, and a willingness to learn and grow. Because if you think you know everything, then this isn't the place for you. You can conduct self-assessments, but you can also take leadership assessments. I like the predictive index because it focuses on how you show up at work. So be honest with yourself and identify the areas where you can improve to become more effective as a leader. Finally, discover your limitations. Our thoughts guide us to discover our limitations. So being aware of your thoughts helps you to reveal the beliefs and the assumptions that you hold about yourself, but also that you hold about the world around us. So when we become aware of our thoughts, we can identify patterns and themes that may be holding us back, limiting our potential, preventing us from achieving what it is that we want most in our leadership in life. So for example, negative self-talk can lead to beliefs like I'm not good enough, or I can't change, or I'll never be able to step up as a leader. So paying attention to the thoughts and questioning, especially our beliefs, then you can discover limitations and work to overcome them. So my question for you is, what will you do next? This isn't a one and done process. It's a journey. It's a journey to creating leadership success on your terms. You get to define it. So my hopes is that you will pick one of the tips that we talked about today and start the process today. Let me know how it goes. Leave a comment below. And until the next time, here is wishing you all the clarity and self-awareness that you deserve. Take care and bye-bye for now.